Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Football Manager 26, where we are taking on Kelty Hearts here in our home opener. We drew 2-2 to Cove Rangers in our overall opener, and that was a match where we really should have won. We jumped out to a 2-0 lead in about 78 minutes, and then we just kind of collapsed and allowed them to come back and get the draw. So we also have Joshua Hawkins, what's the job as our set piece coach? When we did offer him a contract, he is a coach from England. So O'Hara, McKinstry, Bradley, Gallagher, McGuire, Crookston, McDonald, Newberry, Smutek, Kilday, and Lane are all still our starting 11. We move Chaplin actually into a position so we have a true backup goalkeeper. I just noticed that. Apparently, Chaplin doesn't need a roster number because the game didn't tell me about it, but we will always press Sam Fisher. I guess the media has praised us, so go out there and put out a worthy display. I'm not so sure about that, but there we are wearing our red stripes and white shorts. They have the burgundy or maroon kits coming against us. 3 points would be huge because Kelty Hearts are in one of the two relegation places. They're 3 points below us in the table. A win today gets us 6 points clear of them with 5 matches to go. Newberry to Smutek, over to Kilday, up to Bradley. McDonald now on the right wing. Long pass into the box. It's headed away. Gallagher has it. Gallagher drives in. He shoots. No, he passes it. Sorry, to McKinley or McKinstry. Stuart McKinstry scores. McKinstry also scored against Cove Rangers. There's a little tap in. This one we actually get the assist. A lot of our better players are saying they're going to continue there, or they're going to explore the options at the end of the contract. So now that may or may not be because they're thinking about, hey, if they get relegated, right? Or it might just be because they want a bigger challenge and they know that we're still going to be in the William Hill League One. Lane rolls the ball out to Kilday. And again, like our big goals, honestly, at this same nice pass out to McDonald. McDonald can run. I mean, he has the opportunity there. He had a runner, but he decides to continue to dribble to the byline, tries to play to the middle to O'Hara, who is stopped point blank there, but McKinstry's got it back. Ball stolen from him, but McGuire has it in the middle of the park, is going to try to pass. That is a horrific pass. That would have been huge. I mean, again, we went up 2 against Cove Rangers, and it ended up not being big, but the offseason is going to be huge for us because I feel like we can try to improve the team, improve the fit of the tactic we're using. Hopefully, some of our better players as we turn the ball over. Well, McGuire actually got fouled. I was going to say we turn it over again deep in their territory. McGuire now at the free kick. But at the same time, like, our primary objective, even more so, is McGuire's going to blast it off the post. And Kelty Hearts just clear the ball out. So we have a throw in now with McDonald in the 34th minute. Bradley tries to pass it to McGuire, back to McDonald, to McGuire, all the way back to Kilday. Yeah, we have a national C license, so again, we're not very good at anything as far as the manager goes. Gallagher tries to turn. He does turn. honestly, the bigger thing is he tries to play it across to Bradley now, who heads it, and it's off the bar. I mean, he didn't really jump. I think the goalkeeper maybe tipped it over, but Bradley's actually got to jump for that. As Gourlay has a goal kick, kind of out here on the far side of the box. Bradley can turn. He does pass it to O'Hara. We just don't have a striker. Like, we really do not have a striker who can score. And that's a problem. We're missing a lot of things, honestly, at Hamilton. And even though I obviously try to improve our coaching badge, improve my quality and all that is going to be a goal of ours for sure, trying to get a better youth network. Because we have currently a transfer embargo over kids side players over the age of 20. Now, that will end by the time the transfer window opens, so there is that. But our youth setup is bad. Our under-19s are terrible. Our starters are pretty bad, especially if we lose all of our best players. And I'll just say we've had a lot of shots, so I'm happy. That has got to be like the main goal. Try to improve the youth. Try to get a squad that can maybe get up to the William Hill Championship, and then slowly build up to where we can get into the Premier League of Scotland. Because it's obviously not going to happen this year. With the 15-point reduction that we have, we're not going to be good enough to get into the. Even if we win out, we're not going to get into the Championship League this year, which is fine. Yeah, O'Hara is just. Ben Black is a 19-year-old kid. He 1.5 stars, 6.47 rate. He hasn't scored. Now, look, we have Ali Shah, who has some decent attributes, but again, has like a finish sheet of 8. We'll move Simpson over for Maguire. Is it Hutton who we're trying to... He's actually not that bad. McDonald. But Hutton's also at a loan. We have an older defender that we've been trying. Is this Hedry? Yes. That we're trying to work it as a center back. And so we will put him in there, as our left center back. Kilday to Maguire. Maguire's going to play it up to O'Hara, who does get the ball to Bradley. It's kind of questionable there. McDonald now with it. Gets by the defender. Nice run. Tries to play long for McKinstry, and it's off the post. Ball's still alive, though. Cunningham has it now for Kelty, who kicks it straight out of bounds. The one disappointing thing also about coming into the club this late on is 9 times out of 10, because I've done this a couple times now, you don't actually get a youth intake, which is frustrating, right? Because, with a transfer embargo, with the squad that we have, that's really our big way forward, is try to build out through the youth. And when we're not allowed to, I don't know why the hell we're frustrated. I'm encouraging them. But they're mad about that, but okay. Can Hutton play? No, he can't. Okay. Morgan has a finish sheet of 3. God, this team is bad. I don't even know. Like, I really don't know. We are so bad. I don't. And it's not just that they're like the starters are bad as we try log ball for some reason. Simpson does win it back. Shaw is through and he puts it in. Ollie Shaw with his horrendous finish. He does score. Ewan Simpson with a nice assist. And for the second straight game, Hamilton has a 2-0 lead. Great hustle by Simpson. A lot of pace on that header. Shaw then beats Gurley. McDonald is now very tired. McGuire is getting tired, but okay. I mean, I think you go for McDonald. That's not a big step back. Gallagher. Honestly, that's the only one we're gonna make. We go standard time wasting. I mean, now that we're almost 80 minutes in, I'd like to think, oh dear God, not again. Graham to Arnott. Dude, kick the ball out of the box. What in the hell? Yes, do a little slide pass right to him to set him up for the goal. Great job. Look at this. Push it right to you. That is just pathetic. We give up another late goal. We're probably going to give up the lead again. I don't want a highlight. I don't care about a highlight. I don't want a highlight. I want the match to end. Because that was just pathetic. I'm just going to shovel the ball right to you. Why? Why head the ball to the other team? I swear to... I'm sorry. But it is just pathetic. We might win. I think we did. We did. But damn. We didn't play as well as we can, but I'm happy with the result. We tried to not win. Again. 2 straight matches. We try to not win. But we do. We're up to 5th place. But again, you can see everybody else is 48 to 50 points. So 0 chance of us getting into any type of promotion. I mean, we have 5 matches left, so technically we can get up to 52, but they would have to lose everything. And that's just not going to happen. one, we're not going to win the remaining 5 matches. And two, they're not going to lose every match. So, I mean, I guess they could win one, but. As the Maroon Machine are in control, probably is not the right word. We were, and then once again, we give up a goal plus 70 minutes. Like, we legitimately can play football defensively for 70 minutes, and then we're just like, oh, yeah, okay. Now, importantly, that does give us a 6-point cushion with 5 to go. We do have Peterhead, who's down towards the bottom, and it's at home. Everybody else is pretty darn good, though. So, realistically, we should be in a promotion spot, but we had the 50-point deduction. We get the victory. We get the victory. No, the stadium's immaculate. We have good training, right? So that part's good. Average youth, fairly basic corporate, right? What does the board want? Division. Attempt to avoid relegation. Well, we should do that. Be competitive. We don't have any of those matches, so I mean, we can't really achieve any of that. But yeah, we have Stenhouse, Mirror, Alo, yeah. We literally play the top 4 in our last 5. Which is where, if we would have had 39 points, I'd feel better because we'd be 8 points clear. But and just to reiterate my point here, this is one of our best center backs. He has a marking of 7. A marking of 7. You can see Kilday's considering his options. Maguire's considering his options. Gallagher's considering his options. McKinstry's considering his options. Who the hell wants these people? They all suck. Smutek is suspended for the next match, which is awesome. Like, I'm sorry, but who wants Josh Lane? I mean, I guess he's not had a horrible season, but oh. Let's see, does he just want a bigger club, or is it because he's unsure of our survival? It's just because he's at the end of his contract. Nice. Okay. So the AI didn't sign any of these players, so. Well, that's fun. Yeah. And then just again to set it up even more. This is our bench. We think he's good based on this. Ah. I mean, the vision and the work rate, first touch isn't awful, but he's kind of quick. Not really quick, but kind of quick. Caden Atkin has a strength of 1. He literally has a strength of 1. How do you have a strength of 1? Strength of 1. Marcus. Or Marius, sorry. Strength of 1. As a midfielder. That is... Anyway. Yeah. We will put Shaw... Yeah, well, yep, he's got to leave. So I guess we'll move Gallagher to... I don't love that, but it's what we have. It's what we have. I mean, we don't have anything, but Shaw will start for O'Hara. I mean, it's not going to matter, but Aaron here is injured, but marking of 7. I mean, I know he's just 17, but damn. Just damn. What happened to the goalie we had? What? I guess we'll bring him up. Can we, move him to the senior squad? Why is he unavailable? Oh, he's unavailable for the under-19s. Okay. And then, I apologize that the episodes got a little bit longer, but honestly, yeah, you're going to move up to the senior squad. He's injured. Who's the one we think is good? Carson. He'll move up to the senior squad. And that's where we're going to end the episode. So we will come back for Montrose and Peterhead. right? So we'll play Stenhousemuir and is it Allo? Apologies. Off camera, and then we'll take on the other two. And depending upon where we're at, we may or may not play Inverness. Like if we've secured survival, we will play Inverness because again, we can't get into the top four. So it's really just about staying somewhere between 5th and 7th. We'll get a little bit of money, like if we're in 5th, almost 100,000 euros. We play each other 4 times. I mean, that is something also true of the Premier League in Scotland, right? You play each other, I think, 3 times because there's just not a ton of teams. But anyways, that will do it. I'll talk to y'all later.